Welcome to episode 246 of the 2-Minute Warning. The Jacksonville Jaguars have announced that they are firing Doug Marrone, head coach of their team. I wasn't 100% sure if the Jaguars are even really wanting to move on from Doug Marrone. However, they pulled the trigger. He is gone, along with Adam Gase and the New York Jets. Now, there is a big opening spot for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I assume there has to be some appeal for coaches to want to go and coach Jacksonville just because of the Trevor Lawrence attraction. We're just assuming that the Jacksonville Jaguars will draft Trevor Lawrence #1 overall. He's one of the best quarterbacks to come out of the NFL draft in the past 10 years. This kid has a special kind of talent. I'm rooting for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. What kind of coaching position is looking to be filled, or who's looking to fill that coaching position? I've heard the Jaguars are looking at Urban Meyer. That is not a, huge pick of mine. I wouldn't be against it, but it's definitely not my #1 pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars to hire. I mean, Urban Meyer has had great college success. However, he's never coached in the NFL, and that's a big risk to just have as you're rebuilding your franchise, to just bring in a guy who has zero NFL experience at the head coaching job. So I do think Urban Meyer is a great coach and might be able to pull it off. However, I do think it's a total different experience, and I'm not sure it's going to pan out like the Jaguars and Urban are both hoping for, but it's not set in stone that they're going to hire him. Other options are the Chiefs offensive coordinator, Eric, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Bieniemy. Sorry about that pronunciation, but however, he is having an interview with the Atlanta Falcons for their head coaching job as well, so he might be off the table. He might be going to the Falcons, or he might be staying with the Chiefs. Anything is possible. The Bills' current offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll, I forgot his last name. The Bills' current offensive coordinator, he has a lot of potential. He could go on and win a Super Bowl ring this very year. Same with Eric Bieniemy from the Kansas City Chiefs, that offensive coordinator. Both the Bills and Chiefs offensive coordinators have a chance to win Super Bowl rings this year, and whether or not they win or lose could hinder or affect whether or not they move on or leave their current team or stay with their team. If they win, they might want to stay and get more rings. If they lose, they might want to move on and start somewhere else and get their own rings on a different team. So lots of options, both great offensive coordinators, possibly looking for new jobs. The biggest X factor that is possible, that I'm sure all Jags fans are wanting, is Bill Belichick. Is he looking at the coaching market? Is he looking at the New England Patriots saying, I got nothing here. I got no future. Not absolute zero future here, but I'm a long ways away from being relevant again. And we're in a complete rebuild mode. We're probably not going to have Cam Newton come back. Jarrett Stidham is not our future. We have no receivers. Our defense isn't it anymore. Our offensive line isn't it anymore. The Patriots, the dynasty is officially over. If it wasn't already confirmed this year, they are not looking good for the future by any means, unless they make some huge free agent pickups and trades. Anything is possible. The Patriots are not looking good, and I think Bill Belichick, I'm not saying he wants to leave the Patriots, but you can't tell me he's not at least tempted and listening to what's available. And to me, going to Jacksonville Jaguars, having a team that has a solid foundation coming in between Trevor Lawrence, that special kind of quarterback, James Robinson, that amazing rookie running back, DJ Chark, great receiver, and then Chenault, their other rookie receiver, who is amazing. I think the foundation is there on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Defense is definitely a little shaky, along with the O-line. However, they still got a great captain on their defense in Miles Jack. Definitely not the same defense that brought them to the AFC Championship in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not even close. However, they do still have some talent to work with. They're not starting from the complete bottom. Offense, I guess if there's one thing to leave alone, it would be the backfield and the receiving core. It could definitely use a little bit of help, but it is not the top priority. I definitely believe it is the O-line and defense. And I think Bill Belichick, while the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't clearly a superstar team, or else they wouldn't have the #1 pick, they have the potential for a great rebuild that could be flipped around and become a great team in just 1 year. However, the Patriots, I think, are several years away from being relevant again. So therefore, I think Bill Belichick has to be listening to that and tempted to at least hear if they have an offer, or at least be listening to a phone call if it came through to him. I don't know what the exact move is, or Josh McDaniels from the Patriots current offensive coordinator. Maybe he's looking to leave. He is signed with the Patriots for a few years. However, we know anything is possible. They could even freaking trade for the guy. So between the Chiefs offensive coordinator, Bills offensive coordinator, Urban Meyer, Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels, and many other coaches, I heard Dan Mullen, the Florida Gators head coach, is listening to an NFL job possibly. So there's a lot of possibilities. I don't know the exact answer for the Jaguars yet. To me, the answer of right now, what is most likely, is Urban Meyer, because that's the biggest talks for the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. but the most hopeful, the best opportunity for the Jacksonville Jaguars would, of course, be Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time, in my opinion. I would love to see Bill Belichick go to the Jaguars and coach Trevor Lawrence, because even though I'm not a Bill Belichick fan, I wasn't a Tom Brady fan. Tom Brady went to the Bucs. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm going to love him now, whether or not I didn't in the past. Bill Belichick, I'd love to see him go and turn around the Jacksonville Jaguars and take Trevor Lawrence to the next level and even reach further potential. Jaguars' future, even if they get Urban Meyer, not my top pick, even if they miss out on Bill Belichick, I do think the future is bright for them if they seal the deal and get Trevor Lawrence, assuming they don't mess up and trade it away or just don't draft Trevor for any random reason. But big news for them firing Doug Marrone and the coaching position being open. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Any other videos you want to see, 2-minute warning.